Hey guys, so I'm hopping on here on the live stream. It's been forever since I've done a live stream. Gonna go ahead and pull it up here. Wanting to chat with you guys a little bit. So let's just give it a minute or two. Like I said, I am hopping on here. Ooh, and it is not doing the best. You can see my green screen and everything else, and oh, I thought it was going to do better than that, but apparently it didn't. So I apologize for that. Getting ready, just doing some cleaning, so don't mind kind of the edges there. Okay, so I wanted to hop on and I wanted to talk to you guys about the Disneyland Annual Pass cancellations. I was debating going back and forth whether I was going to do this, live, whether I was going to do it recorded. I decided to go ahead and hop on here live. Just decided to hop on here live and kind of do that. Sorry, you guys can see the door. You guys can see the bed and stuff. I am downstairs with the puppy and everything, or I have been downstairs with the puppy for a while. So anyways, you guys aren't here to hear about all that stuff. You guys are here to find out about the Disney Annual Pass. So yesterday we got notice, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up here. So yesterday we ended up getting notice that they terminated the Annual Pass subscriptions, everything that you've got from an annual pass perspective. So for nearly 4 decades, so they sent us an email, right? So they got an email and it goes on to say, "Dear Disney blank pass holder." So whatever pass you're on, they were doing that. So for nearly 4 decades, our annual pass program has been an important part of connecting with some of our most valued guests. It goes on to say, that they are sunsetting. So in the next several days, we will begin the process of issuing appropriate refunds for eligible Disneyland Resort annual passports and sunsetting the current annual passport program. So it means they're doing away with the existing program. So annual passes at Disneyland as we know it are gone. I happen to have the Premier Pass, so this one allows me to get into Disneyland and Disney World. So there's some stuff about this. I didn't hop on yesterday to share kind of my thoughts and feelings because I was working on some stuff because obviously I have an upcoming trip to Disney World and wanted to know what was going to happen with our particular pass. So what they've been doing is, because Disney World has been open for the Premier passports, those of us that have both coasts or had annual passes for both coasts, what they were doing was they were extending the annual pass 1 month at a time. So in July, they went ahead and gave us 4 months for the closure. And then because Disneyland hadn't opened yet, they were extending a month by month. So that started in November. Based off this email, annual pass holders who held active passports as of March 14 will continue to receive applicable discounts based on their passport type on merchandise, food, and beverages at select downtown Disney District and Buena Vista Street locations until new membership offerings are announced. As an added benefit, starting January 18th through the 25th of 2021, they're going to give 30% off select merchandise at select locations. So they are doing that. Now, this gets into where it affects me. So again, I have a Premier passport and trying to figure out what that's going to do for me or do to me. And it says, in addition, all Premier pass holders will be eligible to enjoy Walt Disney World Resort theme park access and VI pass holder perks through March 31st, 2020, which means what's going to happen is they're going to extend my pass one last time until March 31st, 2021. Now, what's going to end up happening is they are going to be giving me the ability, and let me try to get that. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Please note, advanced Disney Park Pass reservations are required for park entry, so I still have to do everything that everyone else in Walt Disney World or folks with Walt Disney World passes are doing, right? Okay, so with that, the nice thing about this is they are not selling Walt Disney World passes right now. If you do not have one, an existing one, you can't get one. If you canceled during the pandemic, they are allowing some folks to do some renewals and that sort of thing. If you're a Premier Pass holder, they are giving you an opportunity through April 30th, 2021 to sit there and get a Walt Disney World Pass. So here's kind of where I'm thinking, like, this is a once in an opportunity to get this. I will be happy to travel to Walt Disney World and do several things at Walt Disney World. Here's the thing, but I have to do it before April 31st, right? You have to get or purchase your annual pass. So yesterday, while other folks, other YouTubers, we were watching them while I was on the phone, they were talking about kind of what that meant and everything else. I was on the phone with Disney. I spent about 3 hours and 20 minutes on the phone with Disney while they were trying to figure stuff out, because I have a trip in February that my pass hasn't been extended to yet, right? And so given kind of all the changes, I was like, can I just buy my new one now? So here we go. I'm going to give you guys some inside information. So if you have a Premier Pass, right, this is how you can get it. So what I was told, so it took me a little while because I said I'm happy just to pay for it now and be done with it. Happy to do that. Anyways, so what I was told by a cast member is they're following for the Premier Pass holders like me, right? So this is me. They are following the same sort of process that happens for folks that canceled during the pandemic or didn't renew but want to renew now. So they basically are filling out a web form, and someone within the next 7 days is going to give me a call back to go ahead and purchase a Walt Disney World pass. So 3.5 hours to get you guys that information. So hopefully, you know, those of you guys, I don't know how many folks that have both coasts. I know there's a few YouTubers out there that I watch that have both coasts, and some of this information will probably apply to them. But anyways, just a second. I'm a little thirsty. Whew. Whew. Sorry. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that I'm going to get a phone call in the next 7 days that I need to answer. So I got to answer every spam call, everything. Like, I don't know what number they're calling from, any of that, because I want to make sure that I get my phone call. Now, she did say if we missed the call, we could call back. Now, just so you know, it was about an hour wait to get to the annual pass holder help desk, which are the ones that can then escalate to this other group that they don't have a number you can get a hold of. You got to be escalated up to them. And then you'll expect another call back within a certain time period. So that's what I was told. And anyways, I wanted to get on here, share it with you guys. Again, I apologize for the background here. But anyways, so that's the information that I was able to find out. I've got a few folks here where they're talking about stuff. So yes, the old pass is canceled. Disneyland has done away with their annual pass program. They did announce that they will be coming out with something new. So let me go ahead and pull that up. They did talk about it. So they do have a website where they are doing some stuff, and they are showing some of the information. So I'll go ahead and put that in the description below here a little bit later. Anyways, I'm kind of sad. I guess I can't say I'm surprised that it's happening, but I am very sad. It's really sad to see an end to an era. I have had a Disneyland pass for years. This was the first year I actually upgraded. In 2019, in August 2019, to the Premier Pass. And I will sit there and say that it's going to be missed. So someone was asking how many dollars did it cost, or how much did it cost for this particular pass? There was all kinds of different passes. This particular pass, I believe, was around $2,100 or so, but it allowed access to both parks. And with how much I had gone in 2019 and a little bit into 2020, because remember, I pretty much closed the parks at Walt Disney World. We left the Friday before Disney World actually closed down for good. Does it cost around $2,000? Yes, it was about $2,100 to $2,200, so about $2,100 to $2,200, somewhere in there. I don't remember. The new passes, I'm not sure what the cost is going to be. So technically, they did say that I probably will get a renewal discount because I am coming from another pass that had Disney World. So that is some potential good news there. And I guess it's just an incentive for me to go to Disney World a few more times, over the course of this next year. I had gone, I want to say we had gone 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I went 4 times in 2019 and once in 2020. And so I think I got my money's worth just out of going those times. With this pass and the times I went to Disneyland, I feel like I've made money. So I definitely feel that it was of value. Anyways, I'm really sad because it's an end of an era. I'm pretty sure that they're going to end up doing some sort of, some sort of membership, I've heard, or there's other things that folks are rumoring. I even read somewhere in a news article that Disney was planning on discontinuing several of their annual passes anyway. And so this gives them the opportunity to start fresh. I would say that I have heard from multiple sources, multiple things that I've seen on YouTube or I've read on the internet, etc., that Disney had over 1 million pass holders. So Disneyland is one of those parks that is kind of a Southern California destination. It is an AP park, where Disney World, they don't have as many, annual pass holders. Anyways, I am pretty sad. I used to go to Disneyland quite a bit. Those of you that know me in person know that Disneyland was my go-to place. It was definitely one of those places that I loved to go. And anyways, so I don't know, guys. You guys tell me. Are you sad to see the annual pass program discontinued? I know from my side, I am so sad to see them discontinue the annual pass. But I guess I'm not surprised. I mean, in March, Disneyland will have been closed for an entire year. Let that sink in. Disneyland, the park, hasn't seen guests inside as of March for an entire year. That's a long time. Even when they do get to come back, I mean, just given kind of how California has been, I'm pretty sure they're going to have some restrictions and stuff. Like they're telling people now not to travel more than 120 miles away from your home. So I could definitely see, I could definitely see that they wouldn't allow that. And they were talking about that when it was rumored Disneyland was going to open. You know, it was talking about like they weren't going to let anyone outside of that 120-mile radius actually do a visit to Disneyland. So I don't know. I envision that it's gonna have very low park attendance, and it's gonna be a very low tier when the state does allow them to reopen. But if I had to guess right now, I would say that probably is not going to happen for 2021. I know other folks are optimistic, but just having lived here and lived through everything that's going on, I don't see that the state is going to allow Disney to open up until 2022. Okay, I could be wrong. A lot of people are going to shoot me for what I just said. Or they're gonna post comments or whatever. But you know, I definitely see it not happening. And here's my other prediction. I would envision other theme parks are gonna follow suit, right? Other theme parks are gonna probably have to cancel their annual pass holder programs too. I know that they haven't officially announced anything yet, but I would anticipate that others are going to have to do the same thing. Now, they don't have as many as Disneyland does, but they have quite a few. So I am getting a few comments. Yes, Stan, that was per person. So that included both theme parks. I mean, you know, just kind of let me pull this up. So Disney World. So Disneyland, if you wanted a park hopper, was about $150. I believe that's what it was. You know, right before it closed, and it was dependent upon the day. You could get something a little bit less if it was non-peak day, but that was. Tickets. Here we go. But it was about that. So Disney World, one park per day is $109. So if you were to go for 1 week, which I went several times for, I would say probably at least 3 weeks worth of time, you know, that obviously adds up just from me going to Disney World. If you wanted a park hopper, which I did leverage, it's $169 a ticket for a park hopper.